The Synthesizer's Ascent, the Mirror of the Sage. Once upon a time, the Synthesizer began his day feeling the strange currents of new potions flowing through his veins, a feeling of being slowed and sharpened all at once. Armed with his provisions and his reliable, if aging, chariot, he set off for his keep, his mind wrestling with a familiar fear, the fear of a quest to build his great work, a magical tool of thought. He felt a deep need, not for treasure, but for a map, a true sense of the path ahead. And so he crossed a threshold, venturing to meet a sage, a master of the digital arts. But the road to the sage was a trial in itself. For hours he sat upon his throne, a conduit for the troubles of his people, his own energy draining into the stone floor. Yet there were moments of light. A citizen, healed by his foresight, offered a rare gem of pure gratitude that lifted his spirit, and he engaged in deep duels of intellect with the diagnostic puzzles that crossed his desk. When he finally sat with the sage, he did not receive a magical artifact or a secret spell. Instead, the sage held up a mirror. In it, the Synthesizer saw that the tools he needed were already in his hands, that the magic was not something to be learned, but something to be unleashed. The reflection showed him the true dragon he had to slay. It was not a beast of incompetence, but a great lumbering monster named 10-hour Workday that devoured all his time and creative fire. The price for this sudden, shocking clarity was steep. As hope surged, an old shadow from within his own heart rose up to meet it. It was a creature born of childhood fear, one that whispered of failure and demanded self-punishment as a shield against the pain of a future fall. The vision of success was so bright that it cast a shadow of terror, and a great anxiety washed over him. He returned to the quiet of his evening, not with a finished creation, but something far more valuable, a blueprint. The world was the same, but his understanding of it was forever changed. The problem was no longer how to build, but how to build the time to build. A change had taken root. The Synthesizer, who had started the day as a worried wanderer, now saw himself as an architect. He knew the foundations he needed to lay, the fiber-optic veins of his server, and the sacrifice he needed to make. The fear was still there, a cold shadow at his back, but now he had a map, a mirror, and a clear path forward through the dark.